simply moist too.
Oh,
Yeah,
I hate
what
that
do
word.
is
I know.
that's the worst word.
I know. Hate that.
Yeah.
I'm like moist, moist.
So we're going to move on to better topics like today. How are you feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah, you feeling
I'm
good in the moment?
Excited.
What are some things that you do to kind of keep yourself in Zen mode, especially ahead of like a public speaking moment?
I like to eat something early in the day because I don't like eating right before. Because for one, I don't want my breath to stink. But for two, I don't want to get like bubble guts. I do like to have some level of preparation though. So I think that helps me. So they sent us the questions, which I typically don't have to have, but I'm glad they did. So that way I kind of know what to expect and can kind of craft some bullet points around my responses, especially because it's a panel. I don't want to linger too much and like ramble. So I just prepared a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So what was the road to kind of get here? People want to have more opportunities in the kind of public speaking realm. What would you say are some kind of important journeys to get them to this point?
Well, I would say for one, being yourself, just being who you are online, just as much in person as you are online. Like I think a lot of people enjoy hiring me for public speaking because like I just am who I am, you know? Like you're gonna get what you get when I'm online, when I'm in person. And I think that authenticity just shines. And also I'm professional. Like I know what I'm talking about and I know how to craft a message and how to help people understand things that are generally like not the easiest concepts. Business, AI, like even content creation can be overwhelming and like just not easy for people to grasp. So I try to boil it down as simply as possible. And I think that translates in how I position my content. So I think just creating good content and going the extra mile with it. I think for us, look at the room. We've got cameras everywhere. And that's not necessary to make good content, but it is like at this stage in my career, like I do have to put the effort in.
Yeah.
I do have to know what it takes to level up. I do have to make sure that I'm doing things that keep my community engaged. And I think that people want that and they want me in the room because I do it well. Have something that's yours, yes, we love the brand deals and we love the speaking engagements and the things, but like what sets you apart as a creator to get you in spaces like this is when you have your own business or you have your own brand that's yours, nobody can take that from you. And that's what like the next level is for me. It's like focusing on building my products and my brand to take it to the next level outside of just social media. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, it also makes even brand partnerships and speaking engagements more interesting.
Exactly.
In you. That's the thing that creators don't get.
Yeah,
exactly. Let's talk to creators who've already had success, especially in brand partnerships and with their social media, but they want to expand beyond that now. Yeah. What's a good way for them to start thinking of that next phase for themselves?
I would say if you're trying to figure out what that next thing is, I do think you should think about what you like and what drives you. But I also think you need to ask your audience, like when you think of me, like what do you think of? Because a lot of times we have these blind spots and we don't really know what we're good at. We're like, okay, I'm good at posting, but like outside of that, I don't know what product I would create, or I don't know what business is the next iteration of my brand. But sometimes you just have to ask, like sometimes you just need to ask your community, what is something that you would buy from me? Or like, what is something that makes you think of me? Or any of those things I think are great starters to put you in the direction of like, where could I take this, And I think a lot of content creators who do have successful businesses are the ones who have that dialogue with their community, because you don't want to just create something and then you got a whole bunch of inventory sitting because that's not what they wanted. Like they're like, you made this thing and I was hoping you made this other thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, not to say that they need to drive every single thing you do, but you do want to have some type of demand. You know, you do want to have people waiting to buy what you create. And so I would say start having that conversation with your community, and pay attention to like posts that perform really well. I know when I created the top 3 notebook, it was like, it just made sense because that method was something that I had been using in my content for so long. So even if there are like systems you use a lot or things you talk about or like key phrases, signature phrases that you use in a lot of your content, like those can be monetized. Those can be turned into something that has a legacy beyond you. Yeah.
Extends the brand.
Exactly.
And opens up doors to other opportunities
For sure.
too, and shows you more in that expertise position, again, to get hired by more brands.
Yeah.
To get the speaking
engagements.
engagements.
It's like an evolution. It just keeps going and growing. And I feel like right now I'm at a point where I feel like I have some momentum.
Yeah.
And like when you have momentum, it's just like you start attracting all the right things at the right time. And I feel so blessed because I'm like, dang, just 6 months ago, I was thinking like, oh, like what, like, I got to kick it up, you know? Like, and now I've put my action where my mind has been. And like, I'm just wowed. I'm like blown away at how things are just kind of gravitating to me. So
the reality is you do have to put a lot of work in, and you also have to evolve as a creator. I think too many people stay kind of like, this works for me now, I'm just going to keep doing this.
Yeah, I agree.
And if you stay in that, I'm like, the industry will outgrow you.
It's going to keep growing. Yeah.
So how does someone evolve in the space? Aside from like obviously product, and they can continue to expand their brand, but even just like their expertise and how they're talking to their audience, and what do you think it takes to evolve as a person?
Well, you gotta like try new stuff. Like try different things with your content. You know, like I just started the Millionaire series, and like that has just taken off. I'm like, what the heck? You know, like, and it's just like trying new things and like constantly tapping into your creativity, but also like consuming content with the perspective of like, why did I like this piece of content? Like why did I gravitate to this? Why did I laugh at this? Like pay attention to your own, like how you react to things, and start thinking about how can I incorporate this into my content? Like how can I, even with trends, I don't do a lot of trends, but even with them, it's like, okay, how could I take something that I do and like turn it into something that other people want to replicate? You know what I'm saying? Like thinking about even trends from a different perspective of being a trend starter. So I think it's just a mix of like paying attention to what's popping, but also like staying true to who you are, but not being afraid to like experiment and go outside of the norm.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest ways I think you can continue to evolve. Like I want to have something that's like, is running without me, you know? And that's the goal. And that's what we're moving toward. Yeah, we're building something that my daughter and my daughter's daughter can pass down, or like if they want to run the family business, they can do that. But it starts with like us, and it starts with us like seeing the bigger picture and taking the opportunity that we have and that we've created for ourselves and just running with it.
What are you most looking forward to today?
Ooh, I'm looking forward to meeting people. Like I have talked to some of the panelists. Like we've been social friends for so long. So to be able to meet people in real life, I think also just observing how they run such a huge conference. That's my thing. I love enjoying the things, but I'm always like looking at, okay, how is this activation? How did they market it? How did people, you know, like, how are they running it? Like, how smooth is everything going? I love observing big events because I do want to like start having more in-person experiences. So I'm really excited to see like how people are enjoying it and how it's being ran, but also to just meet people and like see them in real life. So I'm excited.
Okay, wait, I lied. One more question. What's one thing that you're excited for people to take away?
I would say being inspired to push your brand outside of your comfort zone, whether that's with AI, whether that's with products, whether that's whatever that looks like for you that feels uncomfortable, I hope people are inspired to just lean into that.
Love it. We're excited. Let's get